Hey guys, so today we are going to be going over different footwork patterns to help you get to more balls. You ever see the pros you watch on TV and they just get to every single thing, but then you go out on court and it's so hard to cover the whole court. If you can use these little tips and tricks that I'm going to give you right now, you guys will be able to get to twice of the amount of balls that you already get. All right, so let's get started. So with the forehand, where people go wrong, why they can't get back into the middle of the court is because, say I have an out wide forehand, they hit and they go like this. Again, I see too many players on court. They're ready for the ball, they hit, and then they can't get back to the court, right? Because all their momentum's going to the side. So I want you to think, after you hit the ball, if you're getting pulled out wide, after I hit that ball, I have to make an effort to get back to the middle of the court. So that's step one. So just think, you have to, after you hit, you have to finish and get back to the middle of the court. Now, before we proceed with this video, this is a disclaimer. You have to make sure that you're not hitting and recovering at the same time. I see too many players who try to get back to the middle real fast. What they do is they're thinking about recovering and they fall out of their shot. With all these recovery tips, you want to hit, you want to finish your shot, and then you want to get back to the middle, okay? So number one, we're thinking about getting back. Number two, what you're going to do is instead of closing your stance and hitting, and then you have to run this way and then go back, right? All you're going to do is hit an open stance forehand when you go out wide. So all that an open stance forehand is if it's closed, you're gonna step in. You step into your shot, but what you're going to do is instead of stepping in, you're just gonna go with your outside foot and hit. So again, I have a ball out here. I'm gonna go to the ball, hit off my outside foot, and then get back into the court. I just want you to see this real quick. So I'm gonna do a closed stance, what we normally do on court, and I'm gonna hit an open. Watch how much easier it is for me to get back with my open stance. So here's the close, right? So I'm gonna hit, I step in, then I have to go back for the out wide backhand, we'll say. But if I have an open stance, watch this, right? So I'm going to hit, push off, and get back, right? So instead of having to run and take so many steps, all I'm going to do is just get on my outside foot, push off, and push back. Notice another way to really get back into the court is after I go on my outside foot, I'm going to cross my feet over and then shuffle back. I want you to think about two distinct movements, all right? Number one, there's the crossover, and number two, there's the shuffle. The crossover is when you need to cover long distances. So say I go out for an out wide ball, right? I have an out wide forehand now. I cross over and then I go and then I shuffle and then hit. The shuffle is for more shorter distances, all right? When you need to get to the other side of the court, that's when you cross over. If you have a ball out wide, let's say like here in the middle of the court, I'm going to shuffle and then I'm going to hit, all right? So a great way, after you get off that outside foot for the forehand, you're going to cross over your feet and then go out to the backhand, okay? So if you can play off your outside foot instead of stepping into the ball for your forehand, you will be able to get to the next ball much easier. We're going to do the same thing for the backhand. So we're going to bring the camera over here. I'm going to teach you guys a hack for the backhand. So the thing is, normally with players, unless you're Rafa Nadal, you don't really want to hit an open stance backhand. It's much more difficult. I personally don't like it. I mean, if you can, you can. But the open stance backhand, especially for a one-hander, it's kind of awkward, right? So what I want you to do, instead of thinking that you have to hit open stance for the backhand, watch what I'm going to do, right? So after I finish, I'm going out wide for the backhand. I'm going to step into it. I'm going to swing. All I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my foot around. When I bring my outside foot around, it's going to allow me to push back into the court. Again, so I'm ready. I'm going to go out to the ball. I'm going to swing, finish, bring my foot around, and then push back into the court. And again, you have to make sure that you're not falling out of your shot. So you don't want to hit foot and go back, or you don't want to bring the foot and swing at the same time. Again, you're going to go to the ball, the kinetic chain. Think the kinetic chain, right? You're going to go to the ball. You're going to hit. You're going to finish, swing, foot around, then push back to the middle of the court. And I want you guys to see again, right? So here we are. I'm going to do the closed stance the normal way, and then I'm going to do the outside foot push back, and watch how much faster I can get to this ball. So here is the closed stance. I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna step into it, then I have to go all the way back. See, I can't even do that because I'm so programmed to put my outside foot. Let's try this again. So I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna step into it, boom, and then I have to get back to the court, right? Rather than I have this new bring the foot around, push back, right? Use my outside foot. Watch, I'm gonna go out the ball, I'm gonna hit, finish, push back, and recover, okay? So if you can bring that foot around and help you get back into the middle of the court, you will be able to get to more balls, all right? All right, Tyler, this is good. This is a lot of stuff, but I want some simple tips to get to more balls, all right? Guys, regardless of what level, if you don't have all that footwork, if you can use this tip, you will be able to get to more balls, all right? You ready? So instead of, when I have an out wide backhand, here's where many people go wrong. Out wide backhand, they go like this, right? And then they have to go back. Instead of that, I want you to cut the angles of the courts every single time. If you can cut the angle of the court, you will be able to get to more balls on court. Why? Because it's a shorter distance. So if someone pulls me out wide, instead of going out here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to be right here. I'm going to move up and cut the angle. Again, if you can cut to the angles, you will be able to get to twice as many balls than you already do. So you're going to start here, and instead of going out wide, you're going to move up and cut the angle. And then once you're done, if you're using my tips from before, what are you going to do? You're going to bring your foot around and push back to the middle of the court. Another tip that you can do to get to more balls, you always want to make sure that you recover to the opposite side that you hit, right? So if I hit two, we're going to bring actually the camera back here for this one, right? So we're going to bring the camera back here so you guys can see me from back here. And here we are, ready? So if I hit a ball cross court, right? If I hit a ball to the left, I want to move to the right. If I hit a ball to the right, I want to move to the left, all right? You always want to recover to the opposite side that you hit the ball. So I'm ready, right? I'm going to hit a forehand. I'm going to hit a forehand here. I'm going to recover a little bit over here. I'm going to cheat to the side a little bit because the highest percentage chance your opponent can hit, the highest percentage shot is cross court. So they're going to probably hit it back to you on this side. If they choose to go down the line, cool, it's a low percentage shot. If they hit it once and they say they hit a Djokovic winner, okay, they're not going to do that 9 out of 10 times. Every 1 out of 10, you're going to win the match, right? So where do I go now? You tell me. So I'm going to take this backhand to the right-hand side. So where am I going to go? I hit to the right-hand side. I'm going to cheat a little bit to the left. So I want you to go out on court, get a couple balls, and just get in that habit, all right? So go cross court and recover to the other side. I'm going to go cross, so I'm going to hit over here. I'm going to recover over here. What if I choose to go down the line here? Now I'm going to recover over here because, again, you always want to recover to the opposite side that you hit. Let's do a couple more so we can get it. Let's throw in some down the lines too. So I'm hitting to the right. I'm going to recover to the left. I'm hitting to the left. I'm going to recover to the right. I'm hitting to the right. Sorry, I'm hitting to the left. I'm going to recover to the right. So guys, if you can, number one, instead of stepping into the forehand again, just to review, and then having to get back, now you're going to play off that outside foot, cross over to get back. With the backhand, unless you want to hit open stance, you're going to hit, finish, push off with that outside foot back into the court. You're going to now cut the angle instead of going out wide, and you are going to recover to the opposite side that you hit. You will be able to get to more balls and win more points. Guys, if you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments below. Have a good one, get to more balls, and happy hitting.